Hello students. So in the last example I have told you about the electron gain enthalpy of chlorine atom, where if we are giving one electron to the chlorine atom, it is releasing energy, means chlorine atom is getting more stable. So that is an exothermic process. So as I have told you earlier that electron gain enthalpy can be an exothermic process or can be an endothermic process. Means if we are giving an electron to an atom, then there can be a release of energy or we have to give energy to the system. So in the last example I have told you about chlorine atom where we are gaining energy, means that is an exothermic process. Now we'll see an example of endothermic process in electron gain enthalpy. So let's talk about the atom lithium. So lithium has 3 electrons. So the electronic configuration will be 1:2, 2s1. Means if there is only one electron in the outer shell, so if we are giving one electron to the lithium, suppose this is lithium in gaseous state, if we are giving one electron to lithium, it will be Li minus gaseous. So there will be 4 electrons now, because there were 3 electrons and we gave 1 electron, so now will be 4 electrons. So the electronic configuration will be 1:2, 2s2. So now there are 2 electrons in the outer shell, but this is an unstable condition for lithium because it is not fulfilling the octet rule. But if lithium loses 1 electron, then the electronic configuration will be 1:2, because we are removing this 1 electron. Then now 1:2 electronic configuration is similar to that of helium atom, which is a noble gas. So this is a very stable state. So there will be release of energy if we are removing the electron. But if we are giving 1 electron, then it is an endothermic process. Means we have to forcefully attach that electron to the lithium atom, because lithium atom wants to lose that electron and attain the electronic configuration of helium. But we are forcing the lithium atom to actually gain 1 electron. Lithium atom wants to lose 1 electron, but we are giving that lithium atom an electron. So we have to give energy, means we have to forcefully place that electron. If somebody does not want to go somewhere and we want to take him to some place, then we have to forcefully drag him so that we can take him to the place. So in that case we are actually giving energy or we are wasting our energy in dragging him. So that the similar case is for the lithium atom. Lithium atom wants to lose 1 electron, but we are actually giving 1 electron. So we are actually forcing the lithium to gain 1 electron, means we have to give some energy to complete the process. So this is an example of endothermic reaction in electron gain enthalpy. So you have seen 2 examples, of one of exothermic and one of endothermic. Chlorine atom is an example of exothermic reaction and lithium ion is an example of endothermic reaction in case of electron gain enthalpy. But in case of ionization enthalpy, there will be always an endothermic reaction, means we have to give energy if you want to remove 1 electron. So now we will see some general trend in case of cation and anion. So cation is positive charge and anion is negative charge. So what do you mean by general trend? Means it is observed generally. It is not always 100%, but for the most of the time it is true. Suppose if I say there are 100 boys, and they generally play cricket, means there can be 80 boys who play cricket. So I can say there are the boys generally play cricket, means maximum of the boys play cricket. So it is not, so when I'm saying general means not 100% but maximum. Okay. So when I say about in terms of cation and anion, means we are talking about some general trends or general observations based on cation and anion. So the most common one is that metals and non-metals. So metals always form cation and non-metals always form anion. Means when there is a metallic element like iron, or you can say copper or cobalt, or even any other metal like silver, gold, etc. So these atoms always tend to form cations, means they like to lose electron. Okay, forming an cation means removing one electron from the atom. So the metals like to lose one electron, but the non-metals like chlorine, or you can say fluorine, oxygen, phosphorus, these all like to gain one electron, means they like to form an ion. So this is a general trend. So most of the cations are from metal and most of the anions are from non-metal. But there are some exceptions where the non-metals can also form a cation, and there are some examples when metals can also form anions. So this is a general trend in case of cation and anion formation. So in the most of the time, cation will be from metal atoms and anions will be from non-metal atoms.